public schools for years and read this book, same thing that happened to me, by the way, over Christmas vacation, only she read it a year sooner. And she said to her husband, they both read it down in Chicago at her mother's house. On the way back to Madison, they were talking, she and her husband in the car, and said, if what he says is true, if what's in this, we have to change what we're doing. And she said, I have to quit I have to go part-time. Do you realize we're gonna have to change what we do? He said, yep, let's do it. And they don't have a lot. And these aren't rich people, right? So she, out of nowhere, said, I'm gonna start. She found Citizens Climate Lobby through Hanson and met Mark Reynolds, the executive director, and he said, you're it, start a chapter. She was one person, didn't have one other person. But she had spunk, and we now got probably the biggest chapter in the country.
Larry, wasn't she at the CR Club? She came up to La Crosse once.
And and that was probably a few years ago, but let me tell you, this woman is amazing. She's like the Pied Piper, okay? She's got all of these alpha A males, you know, like me and him and all of us, you know, think we know the answers. We do whatever she says. She's smart, she cares, she's got great instincts, and she's now gone from being a half-time teacher to a full-time organizer for CCL. They hired her for, and that's all she's gonna do around the country, is set up chapters. Because she's good at it, she can literally sit down and show you how to make a cake, and what works and why, and it's truly about a long-term relationship with a guy like Kind and his staff on these issues, and with Ron Johnson, and with Tammy Baldwin. I mean, Tammy is a problem. Here she's Dane County, she's one of mine. We thought we'd get Tammy, we got her, and we got something. I just sent around an email yesterday in Madison talking about what a disappointment she is and why, and don't think for a minute we've got what we need, because we don't. So, it's get Madeline up here, let her talk to those of you who are serious about wanting to put a team together, because you don't do it alone, you don't want to do this alone, you support each other. And you will get support from people like me. I'm one email away. I'm the science, I know a lot of science, I know a lot of politics, and I'm the answer to a lot of questions in writing, okay? I'm not so great on my feet, as you've seen, but I'm a damn good writer, and I'm a thinker, and I do know my stuff. And so I compliment Madeline's skills, which are really organizational, and what you're here, what's your next step? And she's got a great sense for that, wherever people are, and she'll nudge you, but she won't violate your boundaries, but she'll nudge you to expand them. And I found myself saying, what do we do next, boss? And we argue, of course, but politely. It's a very supportive group. It is a lot of what I've described. It's meeting with your editorial board here. We had a med student up here, a guy named Joel Charles. I met Joel. You met Joel?
Yep.
Isn't he one of the most decent people you
Yep.
ever meet?
Yep.
Joel and I met Madeline on the same day. We were going to an Obama headquarters to protest in Milwaukee 2 years ago. It was the first time I got off my computer. I had never met any other climate person ever. And there was this tar sands Keystone Pipeline thing. We got 8 people from Madison to go to Milwaukee. We met 8 more. It was 16 people. But I felt like I was in heaven, because for a couple hours I was in the car with Joel Charles and Madeline Carroll. And Joel had never done anything either. And we just listened to Madeline, and she recruited us in the car. And that was it. We were hooked. But this year we went to DC in February. Instead of 8 people, we had 2 busloads from Madison, and we stopped in Milwaukee and picked up another busload. And instead of going to Milwaukee, we went another 1,000 miles. You know, this world has changed overnight. It's happening. People are out there, but they don't know how to talk to an editorial board, frankly. Oh, no, have you ever done it? You have. You're the exception. There's always one. Most people, it's intimidating to talk to anyone. And we need younger people, we need farmers, we need a mix. It is no one kind of person that makes this happen. It is truly the group. We had a firefighter from Eau Claire go to Washington with us for the lobbying last time. She only went because her partner was going. She had no interest, and she said, yeah, I'll go. She decided to go along on the lobby day, the first day of lobbying. She'd been to 2 sessions with 2 congressmen. She picked up a lot. She ended up on one of my teams with Duffy. We met Duffy's folks in the afternoon. And she said, what do you want? I was team leader for that one. She said, what do you want me to do? And I said, well, you don't know anything, but you know how to ask a question, right? And I gave her a couple of, I said, here, look at a few of these. And that firefighter, she just read people beautifully. We're in the middle of the meeting, it's kind of going somewhere, and they ate it sort of duck and bobbing and weaving, and she said, wait a minute, I'm a firefighter, about this tall, you know, big. She said, I know a lot about heat and warming, and let's stop talking about, and the guy was off and said, okay, let's stop talking about this. What are you going to do about, and she asked some question, got the guy right back on the beam. I mean, it was someone who didn't know anything but knew her role was to ask questions. And we do a lot of that. We do less lecturing and more questioning. How do you feel about this? Who do you listen to? Who are your advisors? And as soon as we get the names, we go talk to those people and say, here's what you need to help us with the congressman. It's very, you write a lot of letters to the editor because that does get your audience, get your time. And I'm way violated my time. Anybody can start going, oh. But through Larry, I'll use you as a contact if I can, even if you're not interested in being part of CCL for now, or if you want Madeline to come up here, give me something. Do you want me to have her contact you?
Yeah, I gave you my card earlier, I think, the partners, yep. Yep, and Larry too. Larry is part of all of this.
Yeah. Okay, if you're interested in helping. You want her up here, and let her draw you the roadmap, and you'll find you didn't make a mistake. You won't be disappointed. You'll feel like you're gonna make a difference. You're gonna help us get Tammy, because we can't get her alone in Dayton County.
Wow, why is she so behind the eight ball? Not
Take a look at her campaign contributors, and you'll be disappointed.
Follow the
That's
money.
one.
Follow the money.
Unfortunately,